Hey guys, welcome back. Charles Damiano here once again from the Bruce Lee collection with collector John Negron out of North Carolina, one of the biggest Bruce Lee collectors in the world. If we added up all his collectibles, I'm sure you'll have over 15,000, if not more, collectibles. And I'm in one of his Bruce Lee rooms. And today we're going to focus on the author Marcus Ocana out of Spain, who put out some really interesting and great books back in the when?
They have different dates.
Different dates.
The earlier ones that came out look like around 2016.
Okay. So maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago. And I'm a big vintage guy. I like generally the magazines and books from the 70s, early 60s, but these are just so spectacular that I told John, let's highlight this guy out of Spain. And I'm gonna have John take you through some of the books that he picked up from him throughout the year. So I'm gonna leave this with you. And why don't you kind of just review some of these, and then we'll pull a couple each out of your bookshelf and you can chat a little bit about each.
Okay.
Sound good?
So the first one I'm going to start with is his very first edition, and I believe his first book, which was at 2010. Which is it's called El Guerrero de Bamboo, and it's by Marcos Ocana Rizo, and he's out of Spain. And these books are very, very hard to find now. And he came out with several different versions. Like I said, this one came out in 2010. This next edition came out, I believe, in 2016.
And do they focus on specifically? Like that one looks like it's Big Boss.
The cover's Big Boss, but if I could show you the inside covers all of Bruce's life.
Long Street.
Enter the Dragon, Silent Flute, The Warrior Shoot. A little bit of everything in here.
Gaia, and what nice quality paper he put them on also.
And in the beginning, these were only published in Spain.
Wow, look at that.
In Spanish. As you can see, the paper is real nice and glossy, and when Charles went through it, you could almost smell the ink.
Look at that. They're just beautiful.
So they're just loaded, and the quality is very nice. And then he came out with a very limited edition hardback. Okay, the limited edition hardback came with a sticker.
Look at that, nice.
Okay. And it was limited to 75 copies, the hardback edition. 75 copies.
What year did that one come out?
2016. 2016.
Now, can you still get these, or they're out of print?
They're out of print.
They're probably out of print now, right? Yeah.
Every now and then, one of the soft covers, and I believe it's this one, pops up. But these things are very expensive. They're heavy books. They're very thick.
What have you seen them go for on eBay now these days, if you could find them? $75, $100?
Over $100.
Wow, per book now.
Yeah, because these were some of his earlier works. And like I said, they're in Spanish, but they're loaded with photos.
Yeah.
And he used a Big Boss cover on each one of them.
Yeah, look at that. Those are beautiful, John.
This one here is just my all-time favorite.
Yeah, I've never seen those before. Those are just spectacular. Now, let's pull a few of the others out of the bookshelf. What are some of the other ones you have up there?
So, he also come out, this was another one, the early one. It's called, it's pretty much The Legend of Bruce Lee. And this is also a photo book. And I believe it was mostly in Spanish. And then I got a second copy of it because he did a reprint of it. As you can see, it's a second edition. And it's got a nice shot of Bruce there. So there was 2 editions that came out of that one.
Yep, I see those. Wow, Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, the first edition and second edition. Okay.
And then what are some of those other ones you have in there?
Now
these pull those out.
Are the very rare ones.
Wow.
Okay, everybody's after these. Okay, he did a series of books for the Dominican Republic. Okay, from Bruce's visit. Okay, and I have them in several different languages that came out, and they all have different covers. Can you see that, Charles?
Yep. No glare in that one. Perfect.
There's one there. There's a hardback limited edition there with a beautiful shot of Bruce on the cover. And they're all from the photo shoot that he did from the demonstration with Joan Rhee that he did in
the DR.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah, we just interviewed Ramon Smith, who actually was part of that.
He's in the books.
He's in the books also?
Yep.
Yeah, he was part of that demonstration that he gave. I think it was like 69 or so in the Dominican Republic.
That's a beautiful shot there.
Wow, look at that.
Look at Bruce's knuckles in that picture.
Man. So he put a lot of them out from the Dominican Republic.
In different languages and everything.
And there he is with Joan Rhee.
Yep. And then this one here. This is considered to be the rarest one. It was a very, very limited printing of this one. This one is from France.
Wow, that's beautiful. Man, you have all the collection then of him.
Oh yes, absolutely. And there's a lot of collectors looking for these books. a lot of collectors looking for these books.
Yeah, because they're hard to come by. They were out of Spain, right?
Seems like every time he did them, he added more pictures, more commentary to them. He started putting them in English and in Spanish and things of that nature. So that's all of them there. Whenever he comes out with a book, I jump right on it. He also came up with this hardback edition of The Silent Flute. And people might wonder, why do you have 2 copies? Well, one copy, he actually, and it came with a series of bookmarks, okay? But one copy, he actually put my name in the actual print. I don't know if you can see that. Exclusive edition for John Negron.
Look at that. That's nice, John. So he gave you that exclusive edition for you, and he printed one with your name in it.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
And these were also limited print. This came out in 2019. Okay.
Well, he knows you're a dedicated fan of Bruce, man.
And
that was really nice of him.
These are also loaded with photos and information from the Silent Flute.
Now, does it specifically focus on the Silent Flute?
Yes.
Wow.
From the original beginnings and the contracts, all the talks that went on,
Man.
everything.
Imagine that movie, John, if it came out. Him, James Coburn was supposed to be in it.
What was good about it is that he took and did a lot of extensive research in these and reprinted everything. Where he gets this information from is beyond me. I mean, we're talking about letters.
Letters, everything they were.
January 3rd, 1968. So this Silent Flute deal was in the workings for many, many years. And he managed to get that. Look at this. Where it was scribbled out.
Script notes, yeah.
Yep. Everything's in here. And again, what made it so great is that it's in English and in Spanish.
Let's see some of the photo pictures in there. Is there some photo pages in there as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of photo pages. You just got to get to them.
Yeah, let's see those.
One of him
Bring those over here.
And Sterling Silliphant sitting at the table discussing.
Nice.
I believe that was an article that appeared in Fighting Stars.
Yes, I remember that when it came out.
Here's some documents signed by Sterling Silliphant.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Look at that. I mean,
Yeah, Bruce was busy
does his documentation.
trying to get this produced, man. He wanted to put this out badly, and I would have loved to seen that. Yeah, look at that.
It's got a lot of documentation in there.
Because the ones that came out that they put out on the Circle of Iron, I think they called it.
Yes.
Right, which was the remake of A Silent Flute, was terrible back then.
He's got a lot of the documents and Bruce's notes, how he wanted things written and done. As you
Wow,
can
that's
see.
a great book. Now, what's the difference between one is dedicated to you and the
Yes.
other one is just on...
I believe that's the only difference.
that's the only difference.
I believe that one's just dedicated to me, I believe, and that's the only difference.
Yep.
No, well, this one is 2 out of 100 copies made. So there was only 100 copies of this book printed, and then one of them was actually dedicated to me.
Wow, that's nice, man. Wow, look at that. I love
And
that
I
shot of
also
Bruce.
got him to dedicate one to Cosetta Stokes.
Did you really?
Yes, I got this book for her, and I had him put Cosetta Stokes' name.
Another shout out to Cosetta Stokes. Wow, so what are some of the other books
Then
you
he
have
came
there
out
on
with
him?
Bruce Lee Limitado, which means Bruce Lee Limited. Again, limited printing books. This is the hardcover. The softcover had what is a Chinese Connection shot? Actually, they both have Chinese Connection shots.
Mm-hmm.
No, this one has Big Boss.
Yep.
That's a Big Boss shot. And again, these things are loaded with photos. And the rare one is the hardback copy.
Yes, I see them right there. Beautiful. And then what's the last one? Was that the one he did on the death of Bruce Lee?
Yes.
I remember that when that came out.
He's actually come out with a third one with the same thing, but it has a Chinese Connection cover, which I'm in the works of getting. And again, all these books are dedicated to me. He always was happy to write an inscription to me about them. And again, the hardcovers are the hard ones to get because they're very limited. Usually he limits them to either 75 or 100 printings. And this was the soft cover. I read this book as soon as I got it. It's very, very fascinating because it actually has anything and everything related to Bruce's death. From photos to actual notes to people that were there, the testimonies from court. All the big inquests that they had, it's all documented in here. So he definitely does his homework when it comes to documentation.
Did he come out with anything other than, the heat stroke theory that he died from that, or was anything interesting that he said that he thought Bruce passed away from?
Well,
or
he doesn't give
did he
his
get
personal.
into that? No?
He doesn't give
Okay.
his personal opinion. What he does is give you all the documentation surrounding it at that time, and let you determine for yourself what you think, because everyone gave different testimonials as far as where they were, what he was doing. Because if you remember, when he first died, they tried to cover it up, saying that Bruce was not in her apartment, he was at home, and all that kind of stuff. So he covers everything leading up to that point.
Yes.
And after the death and the inquest. So this is very informative books. If you haven't picked these up, try to pick these up because he has a lot of good information in here. A lot of documentation. He tells about Bruce's health leading up to his death. And just a wealth of information in these books.
Wow, that's great. Let me see these. Wow. Look at that, guys. Let us know if you have these. Chime in on the comments below. Let us know if you have any of these books out of Spain by Marcus Ocana. And if not, I think you can still find some of these on eBay. But like you said, they're quite a bit of money now. I've seen them $50, $75, $100 a book now because he prints these in limited supply. So pick these up. These are just amazing, amazing books. And I'll see if I can find them also and include some links in the description of this video. So if you guys want to pick some of these books up, you'll be able to click the link in the description of the video and order them for yourself as well. So John, these are just amazing, man.
Thank you.
You have almost the whole collection by him.
Everything that he's put out.
That's fantastic, man. Well, I want to thank you again for reviewing this collection with the fans because I'm sure they'll find this episode rather interesting because you don't normally see or hear about these because they're kind of a specialty type memorabilia piece. It doesn't come out in volumes, right? So to get these, you have to kind of first of all know the guy in Spain, know he's putting them out when it's happening, and you're in the know on all Bruce Lee stuff. So thank you for reviewing this with us. And I want to thank you guys for joining us again. I hope you're enjoying these episodes. If you are, hit the like button below. Please subscribe to the channel. For those of you who are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, we do a lot of these beautiful memorabilia shows with all different collectors, and today we're highlighting some of John Negron's collection out of North Carolina. And I want to just sign out today saying once again, Charles Damiano signing out from the Bruce Lee collection. As always saying what?
Have fun collecting.
And we'll see you guys next Friday. Take care, guys.